Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie ESTHER here. This is my second YouTube channel called Paulie Pops, where I make videos about my hobby of collecting these Funko Pop figures you see here behind me. Well, today my family and I went to a neighboring town and their mall, and we stopped in at Toys R Us and GameStop. So let me show you what I got. So, it's the day after the 25% off sale ended at Toys R Us, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to have gotten this pop for 25% off. But what are you going to do? So this is a Target exclusive Hades with chessboard. Again, part of this new Disney villains line here. I think I have everybody there. This one was Target exclusive. They only had one of these at Toys R Us, and I was a little uncertain as to whether or not I had this one. I mean, when you get as many pops as I do, it's hard to keep track. I checked my app and I checked my email to see if this would have been one that I had ordered from Pop Culture in Australia, and I came up with negative Ghost Rider, so, you know, I said, okay, I'm going to take a chance on this. It being the only one they had, I didn't want to leave it behind. They don't have it at my local Toys R Us, that's for sure. So I decided to grab it at full price, which was $16.99. It says this one was made in, I believe, I think that says November 2022, so I don't think I have it. I'm not sure. 2022 pop. Anyway, we got that one. And then from there, I went over to GameStop, and the whole reason for the trip was to get this pop here, which my wife had called ahead of time to confirm that they had, and they put it on hold for me at GameStop. This is the Skeleton Stitch. Now, this pop was supposed to be an exclusive Funko Pop to a company called Pop in the Box, but they stopped carrying Funko Pops, so they canceled everyone's orders, mine included. I'm not a person who normally pre-orders, but since this was an exclusive to them, and there was a chance that you could get a chase, 1 in 6 being a glow-in-the-dark Stitch where the skeleton bones would glow on it, I had put in an order with Pop in the Box. But just like everybody else, my order got canceled as that company under the Hut Group, along with Zavi and Very Nico, all three of those companies from that same Hut Group brand, stopped carrying Funko Pops, and they canceled all the orders for the exclusives that they had. They had this as an exclusive, and there was another one called from Batman Beyond that had a chase that was an upcoming exclusive that got canceled. All my orders got canceled. So I was scrambling to try to find these. So I had seen in a Top Pops video that he had actually picked this up at GameStop. So I went to my local GameStop and I said, okay, this is where my rant begins, by the way. Fair warning. I went to my local GameStop and, you know, rather than dig through the shelves, sometimes it's just easier to go to the clerk and have them look up in their system whether they have a certain pop or not. So I said, can you look and see if you have this pop for me? And they said, what pop are you looking for? And I said, I'm looking for Skeleton Stitch. And there's two clerks there, and the fella, he says, ooh, I haven't seen that pop in about a week. And the lady looks it up and she goes, nope, we don't have it. And then she says, but have you tried the local collectible shop in town for it? And I just kind of like blinked at her and said, no. She goes, are you familiar with them? I said, yes, I am familiar with them, but I'm not looking to pay, you know, collectible shop prices. I'm looking to get it at retail. And she says, well, you know, sometimes they'll give you a good deal if they know you. And I'm like, I'm trying to find it at GameStop. And she says, okay, well, we don't have it. And then she says, you could also try Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji. And I said, again, I'm trying to find it at GameStop at retail, but I appreciate you promoting all of these flippers and scalpers locally and collectible shops that will sell these kind of pops at above retail. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing? Like, you realize you work for GameStop, right? Which isn't the healthiest company financially to begin with. And rather than, you know, trying to help me find it at a GameStop, you're promoting competitive businesses or people who have come into your store and bought this pop, and now they're trying to sell it for more on the aftermarket. It just was so puzzling to me. I can't imagine what management at EB Games, sorry, it's not EB Games anymore, management at GameStop would think of this kind of behavior. And then the fella beside her gets onto his computer and says, "Cause I'm trying to patronize GameStop, right?" So he gets on his computer and he goes, "Well, yeah, there aren't any at any of the nearby GameStops, because I have a few of them, you know, nearby to me." And says, "Well, there is one in the town over, which is only about 15 miles away from me." And I said, "Okay, well, that's reasonable." So that's why we decided to go to that town today, 15 miles over. But I had told my wife, so can you call and make sure they have it? Because sometimes it'll say they have it in stock, but really it's being held as a pre-order for somebody behind the counter, and it won't really be available. So can you call and see if they have it? And if they do, will they hold it for us? And they had it, and they held it for me, and I got it for retail, which was what I was trying to accomplish. I'm not out here. So this was $19.99. And since I am an Edge discount member, because I buy enough products from GameStop to warrant having their loyalty card, I pay $10 a year for the loyalty card, and I get 10% off of everything, mostly everything that I buy. Funko Pops I do, so I save $2. So you can see why it's worth it for me to have a loyalty card that costs me $10 a year when I get, you know, $2 off of one pop. This is a little bit more money, $19.99 over what normal retail, because it is a specialty one with the international sticker, so they price it to $19.99. I get my discount at $17.99. I mean, I can't imagine what people are asking for this on the aftermarket. Probably about $30, $35. And she's wanting me to, she's wanting to thrust me into their arms and hook me up. I appreciate that she's probably just trying to help me find something a little bit more local. But the fact that her first instinct wasn't to look at area GameStops that might have it. Her first instinct is to send the sale to someone else was just mind-boggling. I can't believe it. It's, this is the kind of stuff that happens. It reminds me of situations like this. Oh, the bankers. Oh, we got automatic teller machines. Okay, so that's putting you out of work. And, oh, well, you can, do self-checkout at grocery. Okay, well, that's putting you out of work. Like, it's the same kind of situation. Like, at what point are you trying to preserve your job? I get it that, GameStop maybe isn't the most lucrative job. Maybe it isn't going to be her career job. But still, there should be some loyalty to the company that is paying your salary, in my opinion, anyway. That her first instinct should have been to find out if there was a local GameStop nearby that I could get it from. And then if there isn't, okay, then talk about the local collectible shop or Facebook Marketplace or something. But the fact that this existed at a nearby store and she's sending me to spend my money elsewhere just blew me away. I don't know. Maybe I'm making too big a deal of it than what it actually is. But, I want somebody to help me secure the piece at retail. I don't want to pay a scalper and a flipper price. We didn't get the chase. We just got the normal one, but I was so happy to see it. They only had one. Apparently, this is the only one that was within, 30 miles of my area, my local GameStop. So I'm very happy to have gotten it and gotten it at retail. Sorry you had to sit through that rant, but it really rubbed me the wrong way. And my wife will only listen to me rant about it once. So now you get to listen to me rant about it too. All right. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the time that you spend here with me on my channel. We'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.